Lesotho has the record of being the only country in the world with an average height over 1,000 meters. It is a geographically challenging and economically impoverished place to live. The World Health Organization estimates life expectancy at just over 50 years. Recent headlines claimed Lesotho to be the first African country to legalize cannabis. They also mentioned foreign interests being granted licenses to produce cannabis for extraction and export. We headed to the local college to meet student, climate change activist and local personality Chris Rantini.
If you're going to license this whole thing, license it for everybody. We shouldn't have black laws for some people and white laws for other people.
Absolutely.
If it's legal to grow it in Lesotho, let the common man grow it. But somebody in Johannesburg just waltz in and just plant it willy-nilly. If you're going to license it for everybody with the same terms and conditions.
We wanted to find out what the next generation had to say on the subject of cannabis.
It's been used for thousands of years, right? When I always think of times people say when it was made illegal in the 1930s, someone called it a historical anomaly, just given the scope of time.
It would appear not many people go to jail in Lesotho, but it's all about bribery and corruption, and the cops are there all the time hustling young people.
Just bribery.
Bribery.
Got to give you some and then we're cool.
Right.
You just have to have money. That's all. You'll survive every situation in this country.
I see. You just pay and you get off. So it is the Wild West in Missouri. Next stop was the market to invite the Rasta community to a podcast later that evening. So we headed up the mountain to prepare.
Matakwane is the general word for ganja. Yeah. So I know I've bought in Muluti before. What Matakwane is there? What different kinds is there locally? Strains? What strains? Tarakope? Let me try and say it. I'm going to say it so badly. Tarakope.
Yeah. Hamakohwana.
Hamakohwana. Impetu.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I'm very interested. I didn't know there was different strains, indigenous strains in this part of the world. Another thing that is happening with Europe and the Americas, they're running out of strains. They've got so many different options, and they've crossed this and this and this, and it's like they're all the same. So they always need completely fresh genetics from the world so they can start the process again. The next morning, we left the capital Maseru for a 3-hour drive into the mountains. Most of the homesteads we saw along the way grew Matakwane. These local land races have been growing in Lesotho valleys for centuries for fodder, bedding and fuel, as well as medicine, relaxation and contemplation. Nothing we saw was reaching its full potential, but nevertheless, it was a wonderful sight and a great feeling to have the opportunity to walk through huge areas of untouched landrace weed. As we were leaving Lesotho, a story broke about the Deputy Health Minister being implicated in a 5 million rand dacha smuggling operation over the Lesotho border. Apparently her husband owns a truck, and that truck had a secret compartment in it through the exact border that we had queued in all day to get out of the kingdom. We watch the situation with interest, and Cannabis News Network will keep you updated with happenings on the ground in the Kingdom of Lesotho.
Your source of cannabis news. Cannabis News Network.